everyone, and welcome to my science class. So today's topic is all about the blood clotting process. So our OOTD or objective of the day is for us to explain the blood clotting process. So my question is, what is the importance of blood clotting? Blood clotting is also known as the blood coagulation or the blood coagulation process. It's an important process that prevents the excessive bleeding when a blood vessel is injured. It also happens when blood changes from liquid to a gel or gelatinous substance. This process involves hemostasis. When we say hemostasis, it is a natural process to prevent and stop bleeding. It also prevents blood loss during an injury. The word hemostasis comes from the Greek roots heme, meaning blood, and stasis, meaning halt. Halt means prevent or to stop. So there are three stages involved in hemostasis. We have vessel constriction, platelet plug, and fibrin clot. So when we injure ourselves, the walls of the blood vessels can be damaged just below our skin. This causes the blood to flow out from our body. When the skin, or when we cut our skin, scrape or punctured, it then starts to bleed. When that happens, the blood cells begin to clog, or the blood cells begin to clump together and clot, protecting the wound and preventing the further loss of blood. So when we got wounded, the collagen fibers and tissues will be exposed. Collagen fibers and tissues that are exposed signals the clotting process to begin. So the first stage in hemostasis is what we call the vasoconstriction or the vasoconstriction. So when we say vasoconstriction, it happens when the blood vessels constrict or tightens. And this happens because it minimizes bleeding. So it tightens and it constricts. Next is the platelet plug. So platelet plug formation involves the activation, aggregation, and adherence of platelets into a plug that serves as a barrier against blood flow. So in this stage, platelets are activated. When platelets are activated, they release chemicals, and these chemicals attract more platelets. And these platelets will aggregate, meaning they build up, they form a clump, and they adhere, meaning they stick to one another and to the wounded area, of course, and then they form a plug. And then also, the platelets and damaged tissue release clotting factors. These clotting factors are also known as the coagulation factors. So there are 13 coagulation factors in human blood and tissues, and they are designated by Roman numerals 1 to 13. So also, the coagulation factors triggers the production of fibrin. Fibrin, when we say fibrin, it's a special protein and it's a strand-like substance that surrounds the platelet plug and forms a fibrin plug. So these are the fibrin or the fibrinogen proteins, and they are strand-like substance that surround the platelet plug and forms a fibrin plug. This fibrin acts the next several days to weeks, the clot strengthens and develops into a scab. So this scab protects the wound as it heals. It then dissolves when the walls of the damaged blood vessel heal. So I think that's it. That's the lesson for today, and I hope you've learned a lot from this. And this may be short, but I think I explained the whole process in the blood coagulation. So to end my short discussion, I'd like to share a verse from Ephesians chapter 1, verse 7. In him we have redemption through his blood,